So life's lessons with I am leaving a Dollar Tree because I just got some drink. I went in one thing. Well, I went in there for two things. Bathroom, and I went in there to get me something to drink because I just went by Little Caesars pizza, and I got me a pizza and some wings, and I wanted to get something to drink. So now I'm about to eat lunch, but there's a Goodwill right down the street. And today is Goodwill Dollar Day. And I'm just gonna pop in after I eat. And I know I'm gonna have to use the bathroom. So we about to go eat in front of Goodwill. And then we can go in there. We can go in there after we eat. So like like studio. I bought a new started cover. The inside of the van is gray, but y'all know the inside of my van is inside of my van is orange and black. So I found the orange and black. I mean the orange, yeah, orange and black starting cover. And I was like, it's me, just for me. So got it. I got to get another one. I got to put it on here. These things is not easy to put on. Them steering wheel covers are not easy to put on. So how y'all doing today? I am in Vegas. I am doing van life. Mm, Van life Vegas. Try to see, do not turn here. So I'm going to go in Goodwill after we eat. We have to eat first. So let me find somewhere to pop down. So we can eat. I haven't had anything for breakfast today. Right here. So, okay, hello, darlings. How are y'all doing? Come on in, thumbs up the video, be my friend. So I am hungry. I stopped by Little Caesars. We got some wings. And I got a pepperoni pizza. And she said $32. And I said, $32 for what? She talked about, oh, thought you said three. Well, no, I did not. Father God, we thank you for this food. We're about to receive your blessings, your kindness, your mercy, your grace, all the provisions you made upon our lives, Lord Jesus, everything you've done, everything you're about to do. Thank you, Father God, for protecting us against all hurt, harm, and danger. Let no weapon formed against us prosper. Everything the enemy plots and plans against us, let it return to his household, his doorstep, and his life. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. Y'all take this right. Peace up. So I'm gonna let y'all ride with me. I'm headed somewhere. So after I eat, we're gonna go into Goodwill. And we're gonna head where I want to head to. I wanted to go to the hat, but I think I'm gonna have a meetup at the hat maybe next week, maybe Friday. If anybody's in Vegas, wait for me to put it on the community post. It might be next week, or it might be this week. I'm thinking about going on a road trip this week. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I have to figure out what I want to go. I kind of want to go somewhere near the water. These are the barbecue wings. I just got to running a few errands. I'd have been on two sides of town already. As much driving as I do, child, I need to become a courier driver. I need to become a courier driver from state to state. But I don't need an empty van for that. I should have did that before I built my van out. Be a courier driver. Put my solar on top, my floor in, a mattress, and a refrigerator. I went into Dollar Tree and I passed by this elderly lady with a young boy. I think it must be her grandson. I say, hello, young man. He said, hi. I said something about speaking to strangers. Um, he said, she's not a stranger. I said, yes, she is a stranger. You don't know her. He said, no, she's not a stranger. So then grandma say, ma'am, you tell him you're a stranger. And I told her, I said, I don't know why children see me. They just be smiling. They just be so friendly. And I told her, I say, we don't know what he sees because I think children see the God in you. Children can see angels around you. They might see an angel and she say, you know what? That's true. So originally, when I had spoke to him, I have a $2 bill that I must have got back with some change. And initially, when I first seen him, something was like, give him the $2 bill. So when I first was talking to them, I left. I was at the register, and something still told me, give him the $2 bill. It was more like ask him, have he ever seen a $2 bill before? So I went back. I told the grandmother. Initially, why I stopped to talk to him was because something told me to give him this $2 bill. Ask him if he'd ever seen a $2 bill before. So I held up the $2 bill. I said, have you ever seen a $2 bill before? He said, yeah. He's about 3 or 4 years old. They say, yeah. And his grandmother say, no, you haven't. He say, yes, I have. I think he's thinking about $2. I say, you probably seen $2 before, but have you ever seen a $2 bill? He said, oh, that's one, but it's two. I said, yes, it's one bill, but it's $2. I say, well, now you have $2. I gave it to him. And he took it. I said, thank you. His grandmother said, thank you. Children see the best in us. Children, I think children see things that we don't see. Case in point, the man who assaulted me when I was a child, I knew it. I knew he was up to no good. I knew he was evil. I knew I didn't like him. And when he was driving me to the place where he was going to attack me at, I tried to jump out the car before we even got there. Children sense things, children know things, children see the good, the bad, and the evil in a way that we don't see. That's why Jesus was preaching, all the children went to him, all the children flocked to him. When somebody tried to keep children from coming to him, he said, no, suffer not the innocent children, let them come. That goes along with the saying, train up a child in the way that they should go. So when they get old, they won't depart from them. The time to reach a child, the time to teach them the love of God, the time to instill holiness in them is from a baby all the way up. Don't teach your children to. Some children are scared of their parents. Their parents are violent, alcoholic, mean, and some children are scared of their parents. But if you teach children to love Jesus and to fear God, then hopefully they'll love you and do the right thing. But children have an unconditional love that adults don't know nothing about. I have seen others, and even the woman that brought me into the world, who have neglected their children and abused their children. I have seen them children love their parents. Even though their parents abuse them. I have seen movies where the parents was on drugs, doing all kind of horrible things to the children. But when kids came to take them kids, the children was crying. They didn't want us. I think that's how we were as children, even though my mom was neglecting us and abusing us. And allowing other people to abuse us. We still loved her. Um, I went to Dollar Tree. I bought some Crunch and Munch. I bought a brush so I can clean my rug when I want to wash my rug. I bought some chips. I bought some shampoo today with what this is all I went in there for right here. I went in there for some sickly juice. And I don't know if I ever tried this mango before. Yeah, I don't know if I ever tried this thing. I think sometimes people confuse. I was thinking about Mother's Day yesterday. By the way, happy belated Mother's Day to many mothers out there. I did go live yesterday, but if you didn't see me, I went live twice yesterday. If you didn't see me live yesterday, then happy Mother's Day. I don't think I ever tried the mango, but I was thinking yesterday or this morning, I can't remember, child. I'm getting old, child. I can't remember stuff no more. I can't remember when I remember, but I don't remember when. But I was thinking, and this goes the same for fathers. Mango don't taste bad, but I don't know if it's my favorite. I was thinking, you know how people say, Happy Mother's Day. And people feel obligated to call their mother on Mother's Day. Tell her Happy Mother's Day, even though she was a horrible mother. Even though she wasn't a mother. Yeah, my neck is getting back swollen. I haven't taken my iodine in a few days. And I notice when I eat a certain way, my neck gets bigger too. I'm not supposed to be eating sweets and stuff. Sugar, those things are not good for a daughter. But I've been eating my ice water, drinking my sodas, eating my cookies. I'm not supposed to be eating all that stuff. But not everybody that brought a child into the world is a mother. Sometimes, instead of telling the truth and shaming the devil, we sugarcoat stuff. The other demon is still alive. To call herself my sister. She used to be the only one in the family. Well, in my opinion, she's my mama's only evil child. She was evil as a child. And she hated my mom. Even though my mom wasn't a good mom, we loved her. So that's how children are. They don't know no better. Most children are innocent and they have love in their heart automatically. Very seldom do you find a child who's almost evil. Like that movie Abigail, that girl named Abigail in that movie is evil. But baby, she hated my mom. She tormented my mom. She would tell her all kind of evil, wicked things. She would tell her she gonna call CPS. This will last me something like that. But when we children, we see the best. But then when we get grown, sometimes we see when we children, we see the best in people, and sometimes when we kids, we see things that adults don't see. And then sometimes when we get grown, we see things for the way they are. Like now that I'm grown, I realize my mom wasn't no good mother. I'm not about to sugarcoat that. I ain't gonna call you and tell you happy Mother's Day. A mother is not a person that brought you to the world. That doesn't make a mother. That's a sperm donor. The people, my mama always, excuse me, my mama had 7 sisters and 3 brothers. 7 girls and 4 boys, and 3 boys. My mama was the only female child that abandoned her children. All her other sisters kept their children with them. They never, and when I say abandoned, now my other aunties did take their children to their mama house and their mama babysitting, or I was the oldest child. I was the oldest grandchild. So my other aunties would bring their kids over to the house, and I'm watching all the children. I'm watching my sisters and my brothers and my cousins. I'm watching everybody because my grandmother ain't there. But my other aunties never abandoned their children. They never left their children, even though they might not have been the best mothers, even though they might have been struggling, they never left their children. So my mama was the only one out of seven girls. She was the only mother, in my opinion, that wasn't a mother. She abandoned us. She would always take us to our grandmother's house and just leave. Just leave us with my grandmother. We never knew when she was coming back. We never knew if she was coming back. She would just leave us with our grandmother. And I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. If you say your mama was an unfit mother, see, I had to learn this the hard way. If your mom was an unfit mother, or your dad was unfit, or your dad did things to you that were inappropriate, or a relative did things to you that was inappropriate, why would you leave your children with them people? That's what I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah. Mom was so hurt and unstable and had been through things in life that we don't know nothing about. If she had been through those things, raised by her mother, and in the same house, why would you drop your children off and leave them in a house where they gonna be abused? For the love of God, I can't understand why. I have seen movies, real life movies, where women have been assaulted by their dad, and then when they have children, they take their children and let their dad watch the kids. What? What? You know your dad fooled with you. Nobody believed you when you say your dad fooled with you, and now you're gonna take your children and drop them off there? Is you crazy? That I can't understand, y'all. I can't understand. I can't understand it. I cannot understand it. But to an extent, I don't know, maybe when we get grown, I can't understand the part where your daddy touched you and messed with you, and then you gonna leave your children there. I can't understand that part. That would never happen. If I knew somebody touched me and did things inappropriate to me, I am not taking my kids over there. And nobody else's kids. They shouldn't be around other people's children. So, but I can understand how your mom maybe have been neglected and abusive, and maybe you think, because these are two of my biggest mistakes and regrets in life. I shouldn't have. I left my child in the care of my mother and my dad. When I was working on the weekends, I would take my child to my dad. Biggest regret. Leaving my child with my mom, biggest regret. Those people were not good parents. Those people were not nurturers. Those people, them people didn't know the Lord. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I know some people gonna get mad at me, and I'm not sorry. Y'all gonna get mad at me because you're gonna be like, that's my mama, that's my daddy. If your mom and your daddy and your relatives do not know Jesus, you could take your children over there. You could visit them. Don't leave your children. Don't leave your children with anyone that do not know the Lord. And even in that, people could say they know Jesus and don't know Jesus. There's plenty of pastors and ministers who took advantage of children. Don't leave your children around people. Your children must come with you and go everywhere with them. Don't let your children do sleepovers and uh-uh. Mm-mm. If other people want to let their children do sleepovers, then your house will be the sleepover house. And then I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, and then y'all ain't gonna want to hear this either. You got to be careful letting your children around other people's kids because this is why. Because you don't know what's happening in other people's houses, and children learn from their parents, and you don't know what their parents are doing to them or somebody else is doing to them. So you really don't want your children spending a lot of alone time with other people's kids either, because you don't know what kind of habits. Girl, I could tell y'all a story about when we went to spend a night at these people that lived across the street from us. They seemed like some very nice people. And we went to spend a night at their house. And child, you should not let your children be going to people's houses because you don't know what them people do in their house. Mm-mm. Uh, Today is what's color? Not for sale. Uh, what's the color tag of the day? Gray. Gray is the color tag. So today, everything with a gray tag is $1, which I'm pretty sure I ain't gonna find too much. I sure ain't gonna find no purse with no gray tag. Let me ask her. I think, did I lock my car? I think gray is the color tag today. Y'all, if the music gets too loud, I am going to have to put y'all on mute. I'm just looking, y'all. I know I'm gonna have to use the bathroom again before I get on the road. So I'm pretty much just walking around until we have to use the bathroom. Okay, this is gray. That's a lunchbox, so that's $1. So only in today's color is gray, right? Okay. Okay. Thank you. So everything that's gray is $1. Here's a clear. Oh, I thought that one was gonna be gray. This one is gray. This is like a overnight bag, but baby, them people be waiting in line in the morning for Goodwill Dollar Day. And I think Vegas is the only store, or not Vegas, Nevada is the only state that has Gray tags. I mean, dollar days. If y'all are in a state that have dollar days, let me know. I think y'all left comments before and said, no, my state don't do that. My state don't do that. I wish my state did that. Y'all, these shoes I got on, I got these shoes for $1. Goodwill dollar day. $1. Make me holler. $1. Make me holler. $1. Make me holler. So I'm just walking around. Mhm. I'm just walking around. I don't need anything, but you know how that goes. You might not need nothing, but something pops out at you. I'm just walking around till I have to use the bathroom. Here's an Adidas hat like mine that I have. Let's see. Any coats? Anything gray? This Talbot. Talbot is a nice brand. Talbot blazer, size 20. That's $1. These are $1. Size 13, some jeggings. And sometimes you need to hang out by the dressing room because people been and put stuff back. This is a gray tag. I got uh all my leggings from here. I don't see any belts. Let's see if we see any ladies' jeans. Even though I'm not looking, we're just seeing what has gray tags left. I think these. So if you needed a size um 18 jeans, you can get them for $1. If y'all are in Vegas, somebody left a comment. Oh, these are kind of cute. What size are these? These are size 18. These are kind of cute. They're kind of different. They say that's a 18. Somebody left a comment on the channel and say, Vanessa, yes, you were by my house. Uh, if y'all are in Vegas and you want to meet me, or I don't know if I want to come to your house, but if you have some kind of farm or something, I do want to ride a horse. So if y'all know anywhere that I can go to learn how to ride a horse, equestrian, y'all let me know where I can go because I want to learn how to ride a horse. I want to ride a horse. So, but if you have some kind of farm or something, see, these are $1. Oh, these are brand new. I like dark jeans. That's a size 4. Gloria Vanderbilt, brand new, y'all. Gloria Vanderbilt's size 4. I think Ms Charlene or Miss Pauline. I'm probably not gonna get them, y'all, but I think Ms Charlene or Ms Pauline are size 4. But yeah, if anybody got a farm or you got something neat going on and you want me to come holler at you, uh, I don't mind coming to visit, park my car outside and come in and visit and leave. Now, this is $1, and that's kind of cute. Look at the split. That's kind of cute. That's $1, and this is $1. That's kind of cute. I got all my leggings from Goodwill. If I really was looking for something, I would have came this morning. Look at these for $1. Oh, look at these Reebok. What size are these? This a large. These are $1 and nobody got them. Hmm. Should I get these? I'm gonna put them in the basket, but I'm probably not gonna get them, y'all. Those are $1 and they Reebok. Here is I think this would be Fabletics with that F, and they are $1. I like to get my sports bras. I don't need no more. But I'm probably not gonna get these things, y'all. These are kind of cute. I know these ain't got no dollar on them. Those are kind of cute. Different cute. Different cute. Are these gray? This a gray tag. Now, if you're plus size and y'all are see that brand one X, y'all are visiting Vegas, I definitely suggest y'all go thrift store shopping on a Monday, Goodwill Dollar Day, if you're in Vegas, because you can. Let's see if we can find some shoes. I always find some cute shoes on Goodwill Dollar Day, and I always find my size because I got a big foot. I wear a size 10. I got a big foot, y'all. So not everybody be wanting these big shoes, but you got to come early for shoes. You got to come early. You don't come early, you're gonna miss out on some stuff. So I don't see any shoes with a gray tag, which is just as well. We're just looking, y'all. I'm just showing y'all we killing time while I'm waiting on my bladder to tell me I got to go to the bathroom. Okay, here's a pair of black. Girl, I got so many black leggings. Here go another pair. Now these are like winter jogging pants for $1. Athletes. Those are here's a pair of for $1 size medium. Vogo size large. Those kind of cute. I would like to come and select the good ones. These are nice blue size medium. I'm not really in need of anything, so if I did get something, it would have to be specific. It would have to be specific. I don't see anything specific that I've been looking for. And I think I'm gonna put these Reeboks back. I really don't need them. Here's a size small. These are kind of cute for, they say they are small. Them don't look small. No, that's an extra large. That thing say small though. Cause I think I would get these right here. This say Everlast. Let me see. I'm trying to see what it say. Everlast Sports, Everlasting Sports. This a extra large. I would probably get those if they was a large. I don't need no extra large. Okay. We're just looking. We are just looking, y'all. Let's take a look at the bras, which I'm pretty sure I'm particular on the bras because man, them bras be hurting me. Only the ones that clamp in the front do me justice. So what is this with a gray tag? This is a purple dress, pretty big, gray tag. I like that they have their music low. Here is now, oh, wait a minute, I might get this. What size is this? Here is a onesie. Oh, that's a 2X onesie. I don't think I need no 2X. But I really don't need no onesies. Them onesies take up too much space in the van. I only got turned on to onesies because of Ms Charlene. That's all she wear in the wintertime to be. She got, that woman got a onesie in every color, every style. Every day she got on a different onesie. Um, but the onesies will keep you warm in the wintertime. Look at this one. But they take up too much room in the van. They take up too much room, period. Ugh, that's the part I can't get with. It's they just too bulky. So here's a couple of gray tags. We're in Vegas, y'all, on Goodwill Dollar Day. Here's a gray tag. That's the gray shirt. That's a bathing suit bottom for $1. I'm not seeing anything spectacular. Like I say, if I was really shopping on Get Real Dollar Day, I'd have came early. I'd have been in line when they opened the store, child. This kind of cute, y'all. This kind of reminds me of the robe that I like. Let's see who this is by. This kind of reminds me of the robe that I like. It don't have a tag in it. It's a 910. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the robe that I like, but I don't see a tag in it of who it's by. Yeah, everybody bought everything. The good stuff. They bought the good stuff. Now this is kind of, I don't know why that kind of catch my eye. 8.99. I kind of like this right here, y'all. Don't ask me why, but I kind of like that. Yeah, see, I'm just walking around until I have to go to the bathroom. And yeah, I'm sitting it. These are some gray pillows. I mean, some gray tags. So if you needed some pillows to stuff, you take these, put them in a washer. These are $1 a piece. You never know what you're gonna find, even if you do come late. So just walk around and look. Walk around and look. So I'm gonna look at the like dishes and stuff. Last time I found some glasses and I found my taco thing. So I'm gonna leave the basket here while I look. Mm. I need some more plates, y'all. All my plates, I done broke them. And I put some plates. My plate set is by this brand. I put a set on my Amazon wish list, but girl, that set is $100 and some. What? So I'm trying to find some plates that match my van decor that are cheaper than $100. We could keep looking. We might run into something eventually. I think this looks like Cornell. Yep. I could tell the brand, but oh yeah, these two, but they are hmm $100. So I kind of want a whole set. I kind of want a whole set, but it's gonna be hard for me to find a whole set of the brand that I want. I went to look on Craigslist last night and I didn't see anything. And if I find something that can replace something that I already have that I really want, I'll do that too. Like I might find something and I say, oh, I could replace. Girl, $49 for this knife set. You could buy a new one for that price. Really? 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 I was looking for a basket last week, but I ended up buying that thing from Ross. So I don't need a basket anymore. Really? Okay. Surprisingly. Yeah, I was gonna get my basket, but he put that there. Somebody said I drink coffee for your protection. I drink coffee for your protection. Okay. I drink coffee for your protection, baby. Because if I didn't, I think I would let you have it. I'm not a coffee drinker, y'all. I don't like to taste the coffee. I don't like to taste the smell of coffee, but some coffee, I could bear the smell of it. But most of the time, I don't even like the smell of coffee. It stinks to me. And then the taste, oh my goodness, I put it in my mouth and spit. It's nasty. Huh. I guess I don't like caffeine. That's why I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink coffee. I don't like energy drinks. I guess I'm just a good girl. I mean, not a girl. I'm a grown woman, child. I'm a grown woman. I ain't no girl. I'm a grown woman. Okay, they brought some stuff out just now. I just need to get to my basket right there, if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, y'all. I like these dark colored jeans, and they're $1 and they're size 4. Miss Charlene don't wear. They'll be too big for Miss Pauline. Miss Charlene don't wear jeans like that, child. So I don't think I'm gonna get them because she don't wear jeans like that. I think this is a ring for a dog to chew on for $6.99. Come on now, Goodwill. Act like it's a department store, y'all. Sometimes they prices will be outrageous, and sometimes you can find really good deals. But that's why you just need to keep stopping by, keep looking. Because if I'd have came in here in the morning, this chair is kind of cute. And this is kind of nice. I kind of like this, but it looks. Oh yeah, the seat padding is wore out. I would have to get that reupholstered if I like that style. Okay, so I don't see anything else. I think I'm going to just go hop into the bathroom and empty my bladder. And I think I'm probably gonna have to use it again. And as we're driving, um, if I have to use the bathroom, we just gonna have to stop somewhere else. So let's get on the road. I'm gonna put these pants back because I don't think Miss Charlene gonna wear these pants. I don't think she gonna wear these. It's a size 4. But I like dark wash jeans and they're Gloria Vanderbilt. I don't know if Gloria Vanderbilt is old. Do they still make Gloria Vanderbilt? Or is this an old style? I don't know. So let's just put them back. Let's just put them back. Oh, here go another gray pair. Like I kind of know Miss Charlene's style. Like she like they like pants with pockets. Like cargo style pants. because they just be working on the homestead. She ain't going nowhere. Oh, this is $1. I always use a little accessory bag, but I really do have enough. But this is $1, and I kind of like it. I kind of like this, but I really don't have a need for it. Okay, let me go in the. I seen something that was black, and let me go in the bathroom. I'm gonna put y'all on mute and blacken the camera while I go in the bathroom. So if I needed some pillows to stuff something, or if these were bigger, I would get these to wash these and stuff them inside my pillows. That's $1. Yeah, I look like a girly. Okay, I'm gonna put y'all on mute, and I am going to use the bathroom and blacken the screen. I'll be right back, and then we're going driving. Y'all thumbs up the live stream. Okay, y'all. Let me wash my hands. Let me wash my hands. Oh, where can I put the phone? I thought I was gonna have to use the bathroom after eating, since I had ate so late today, and I probably will. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sunshine Squall. Okay, let's go. We are about to go. Y'all gonna ride with me? I'm just driving. Let me look at the jury. Let me look at the jury. Let's see if they have anything in a case that catches my eye. So, mhm. Okay, they don't have any more gray tags. Okay, look at this purse. This would be $1, but I was gonna say it's leather, but it's peeling, so that's a no. If we pass another Goodwill, we might stop at another Goodwill. I'm not in a rush. Long as I get to where I'm going before dark, and I'll definitely get to where I'm going before dark. So that's all that matters. Look, yeah, I'm twisting. How do people walk and twist? I'm twisting. Why do they do this? Why do women do that? Why do we twist? Y'all, my leg is feeling better today after massaging it last night. It don't hurt as much. I tried to rub it. It usually hurts when you like rubbing it. Y'all, my seat is so hot when you sit on it. So I still feel a little pain in it, but it don't hurt as much. So I think I need to give it another intense massage tonight. Okay, y'all, let's get on the road. Mm, I got a half a tank of gas with a little. Okay, let's hope I don't need to stop and get no gas right now. Let me put. Child, I got so many receipts in my purse. Let me put y'all on mute for 1 minute so I can ask Siri something. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. Rolling, rolling, rolling. We just riding from one side of town to the other side of town.
Railroad crossing ahead.
Y'all, I need to talk to y'all. I was about to say something about something that I see on YouTube, but then I put y'all on mute. Nah, I done forgot. I can't back to me. It might come back to me. I was watching this other man.
In 1 mile, keep right to merge onto I-515 North.
I didn't finish watching that video I was watching. I was watching this other man, and he was talking about how he don't watch the news. I was like, I feel you, brother. I feel you. He was like, he don't watch the news. And he was like, the news is too, it's just so much violence. And, you know, he was talking about over war and this and that, this and that. And he's talking about, oh, the war and just things going on in the world. And he like, what do you need to do with that information? Like, it's nothing we can do about it anyway. But pray. That's it. I mean, and I pray all day, every day. God knows what's going on. I do not have to tell God. God, there's about to be a war. God already spoke of wars and rumors of wars. He already knows what war is going to happen, when, where, and how. All I need to do is just pray without ceasing every day about everything. I don't have to, listen, y'all. I don't have to watch the news to know that the world is coming to me. I already know that. I don't have to watch the news to know that somebody is evil. Before they even
Go
became,
past this light, then use the right lane to keep right to merge onto I-515 North.
before they even became in power, I already knew they was evil. So I think Christians are less worried and less concerned about things that are in the power and the hand of God anyway. It's like, we're not worried.
Keep right.
I'm not worried. I can't do nothing about it anyway. God is the only one that can do something about it, though. So why worry? Why worry? And when you worry, then you start having fear. And God did not give us a spirit of fear. He did not give us a spirit of worry. I don't worry about nothing. And I don't fear nothing and nobody.
In about 1 mile, take exit 23 to merge onto I-215 West.
But I pray about everything. I pray about everything. So that's all we can do. I don't have to watch the news to pray. When I pray over my food, I pray for everything. I say protect me from all hurt, harm, and danger. Let no weapon formed against me
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 23 to merge onto I-215 West.
So even my prayer over my food, it encompasses everything that I'm going to encounter that day.
Take the exit, then keep left to merge onto I-215 West. Keep left to merge onto I-215 West.
Everything that is going to happen to me today is in God's hands. If the world come back, if the world comes to an end tomorrow, I'll be in heaven with my Father. If we get enter into a war and the world is destroyed, we don't need to worry about what the powers that be are doing. We need to worry about our walk and our relationship with God. That's all we need to worry about. If the world gonna come to an end, the world gonna come to an end. Am I right with God? If the world come to an end tomorrow, am I gonna go to heaven or am I gonna go to hell? That's all I need to worry about. I don't need to worry about when, where, how, who. I ain't no owl. Who? I am not no owl. Who? Some of y'all owls, some of y'all gossipers, y'all messy. Who? Y'all worried about who? I'm not worried about when, where, how. Only thing I'm worried about is every day. Lord, create in me a clean heart. Lord, create in me a clean spirit. Lord, take away anything that's in me that is not like you. That's my prayer. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about if I meet my Father tomorrow, today, or the next 5 minutes, will He say, "Well done, my good or faithful servant," or will He say, "Depart from me, you good iniquity. I never knew you." That's what I'm worried about. I am not worried about what somebody else doing that may cause the world to come to an end.
In about 11 miles, take exit 12B onto I-15 toward Los Angeles.
The world come to an end. The world come to an end. I mean, I've been waiting on the world come to an end for a long time. I probably won't live
Crash reported ahead on Bruce Woodbury Beltway in a quarter mile. You're still on the fastest route.
to see the world come to an end because God will probably come for me. That's what we need to be worried about. Forget about the world coming to an end. God might come back for you before the world come to an end. So at the end of the day, our main concern should be, are we right with God? Because God can come back for you before the world comes to an end. God can come back for you before the end for war. So our daily walk with God is what we need to be worried about. That's all I'm worried about is, am I right with God? If I'm not right with God, what I got to do to get right with Him? What areas in my life do I need to cry out to Him about? What do I need to ask him to deliver me of, to heal me of? Even if I was sick, even if I had a life threatening illness or disease, I wouldn't be worried about that. I wouldn't be asking God, heal me of this disease. I mean, I might trust him for my healing, but at the end of the day, I would still be focused on my soul. Lord, okay, I'm gonna die. Lord, I might have a year to live. Lord, I might have 3 years to live. Lord, I might have 2 months to live. I want to be right with you when I leave this earth. And that's something to worry about every day, not just when you get on your deathbed. So many people want to live their lives unapologetically every day and say, I'm young. I hear so many people say, I'm young and I just want to have fun. And I could get serious later. I could give my life to the Lord later. Girl, you might not live just because you're young. Just because you're young, don't mean you're gonna live to get old. You know, my baby sister was younger than me, 8 years younger than me. Had a business degree, a master's degree, and I think she got her doctorates or she was working on it, but she didn't think she was gonna be where she is now. She didn't think she was gonna die and leave 2 children behind. We don't plan for death. We only plan for the future. And we don't realize our future could hold death. That's why when you're planning for your future, you need to be planning to live right, to serve God, because planning for your future means planning for life after death. That's more important. You can still pursue the other things you want to pursue, but if you're pursuing those things and see, if you're pursuing those things without regard for God, the wages of sin is death, and the gift of God is eternal life. I just want to be right with God. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I'm striving for perfection, though. And when you're striving for perfection, that means you're praying, you're seeking God, you're asking God to cleanse your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. You're asking God to show you areas in your life where you're not right with Him. And you're turning those things over to God. Like, uh, sometimes when I get angry, God say to be angry and to sin not. Sometimes when I get angry, it's not because I'm a cursor that I need to curse. Sometimes it just sounds good. And sometimes it just feels good to curse somebody out. But that is not of God. God do not want me to be just cursing, cursing, cursing. And that's not a God. Uh-uh. So lately, which I don't curse a lot, but I can. I can, but I don't curse a lot. But I've been asking God to take those words out of my mouth, to take that uncleanliness and that filth off of my tongue, because I don't even want to curse in the least bit. I don't. I just don't. Some things, when you get older, some things you used to do, you just don't want to do. Like, I never was a club person, even though I started going out when I was 25, and I just go to the club and pull up the wall. I don't want to do that no more. I never was a big scene person. So I don't want to do that no more. The devil trying to set you up. I remember meeting someone, and at the time when I met this person, I didn't go out to the clubs anymore. I remember I can give y'all a couple of examples. Don't let people convince you to do. And I had to learn all this the hard way, y'all, because nobody taught me this kind of stuff. Don't let nobody convince you to do something that in your spirit you don't want to do. Uh, but I had met this guy, seemed like a very nice guy. He was a handsome guy. And he asked me out on a date. I told him from the beginning, I don't drink and I don't go out to clubs. I don't want to drink and I don't want to go out to clubs. He's like, oh, okay, that's all right. Next thing you know, my cousin owned this club. Can we just pass by there? And I'm like, but I told you I don't want to go to the club. Well, the club not open right now. I'm just going to say hi to my. The club wasn't open. It was in the daytime. But but I told the man I don't want to go to a club. Next thing you know, we at a club. Next thing you know, his cousin. Give me. I don't want no drink. And I always had a rule. I drive my own car and I meet you. I went met him at his house. Then next thing you know, let's ride together. No, don't change your standards. The devil be trying to set you up. Then later on that night, when that man went back to his house, I'm trying to get in my car. Just come here for 1 minute. Girl, that man tried to jump me, threw me on the bed and try. I say, really? Is this what we doing? I told him, I said, before I tear this house up, getting out this door, is this what we doing? And he pretty much said, yeah, let's go, baby. I told him, you probably think you're stronger than me, but you about to find out today. I had to fight my way about that man's house. Girl, good thing it was a little small. It was a little small 1 bedroom studio apartment. The bed here, the kitchen there, and the sofa there, girl, and then the door was right there. I didn't have to tear up much to get the hell up out of there. But I learned a very important lesson that I had already set standards for myself, but then you'll meet people that'll convince you to compromise your standards. And my first standard was I don't ride with people. I drive my own car. I will meet you there. If I don't know you, we ain't going nowhere together. Mm-mm. I'm not getting in the car with a stranger. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let them come pick you up. Don't go meet them at the restaurant. Meet them at the movies. And if they have a problem
In
with
2
that,
miles, take exit 12B onto I-15 toward Los Angeles.
if they have a problem with that, then you don't need to go out on no date with them. But every single thing that I told that man I didn't want to do on the first date, he trying to get me to drink, don't take me to the club, even though the club was closed. And then that's one example of not letting people get you to compromise your uh viewpoints. Then I met this other female that I was becoming friends with, and she said she wanted to go to the club. I say, I don't go to the club. I'm saved. I'm living for Jesus, and I don't go to no club. So she like, okay, be going to no club. Uh, but then like later on, maybe a week later or whatever, she was doing something, and she was like, well, I want to go out. I want to go to the club. I want to do something that I want to do. Go to the club. When I was single and I went to clubs, when my friends didn't want to go to the club, I got dressed and I went to the club. Or you could have a friend for different stuff. You could have a friend that don't go to clubs. You could have a friend that want to go to clubs. You got friends for different things. But
Stay in the second lane from right and go past this exit.
don't try to force your friends to do things. I mean, you can say, "Oh, come on, let's go." But if that person is firm on their beliefs, don't force them.
Use the right lane to take exit 12B onto I-15 toward Los Angeles.
So anyway, this female, she gonna say, "Well, I want to go to the club," and it was like, "Well,
In about 1.5 miles, keep right onto State Route 160 West.
it was like, well, we do things that you want to do, but we don't do nothing that I want to do." Well, you want to go to the club and I don't, and I'm sorry, I'm not going. That's something that you want to do. That's not nothing that I'm compromising. I'm not going to the club. So, and the devil be trying to set you up, y'all. The devil trying to get you to go to the club, go to that club, and next thing you know, there is a shooting in the club. You're gonna be the main one to get hit by the bullet because you ain't supposed to be there. So I had to learn the hard way not to allow people, because the devil will bring people in your life to try to persuade you to do things that you've been convicted by God not to do. Ain't no friend in this world worth. Like I have friends that certain things they don't do that I do. And it's not a big deal, but I might ask the person, you sure you don't want this if you don't want to do this? And if they say no every single time, then I'm just gonna leave it alone. And
Use the right lane to keep right onto State Route 160 West.
out of respect, okay, you need to hurry up. So I'm trying to get over. Out of respect, I'm gonna say, okay, my friend, don't do this. My friend don't go out. My friend don't drink. My friend,
Right.
you know, I ain't gonna be trying to hook my friend up with no on no date if my friend ain't interested. Some people want. I had somebody tell me before, Vanessa, I'm gonna get you a husband. I told y'all this woman came to my prayer page one time and say, Vanessa, I am praying for you. You're a good woman, and God is going to bless you with a husband this year. I told that lady, get thee
For about
behind,
53 miles, continue straight.
get thee behind me. Say, God is not going to bless me with no husband. That is not a blessing. That's a curse. I don't want no husband. Talking about God gonna give you one. Even after I told the lady, I don't want a husband. I'm not asking God for a husband. I ask God for a man and not a man. She gonna tell me, well, God gonna give you one anyway. Girl, if you don't get your line, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm about to curse. If you don't get your lying ass out my face, God is not about to send me a husband because I don't want none. She kept arguing and going back and forth with me. God gonna give you a husband whether you want one or not. What Bible you read? What Bible you read? God gonna give me, girl. She said that God gonna give you a husband whether you want one or not. That is not the word of God. God said He will give you the desires of your heart. I don't desire. Now I used to be a relationship type person, y'all. I'm at a red light, 52 thumbs up, 33 people in the house. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Hit the three dots at the top and then hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. After the live stream is over with, if you have any comments or questions about anything I'm saying, you can leave comments on the video after the live stream is over with. If you're watching the live stream, now, after it's over with, leave a comment and let me know that you were a part of the live stream squad. Let me know if you was laughing along with me. Leave several comments. And if you're watching the replay, leave several comments. Type replay squad right now. Then every time you hear something that I say that's crazy, stupid, or you agree with, whatever, leave a comment, okay? But anyway, y'all, don't you hate it when spiritual people, pastors, and ministers and evangelists that talk like this? I want to tell you, thus said the Lord. God say He gonna send you a husband. God say He gonna give you a man. God say you gonna be a good wife. God ain't said that. God said I'm gonna be single and living for Jesus for the rest of my life. Cause that's what I want to do. God said I ain't spreading it open no more ever in life. God said it. I heard him. I heard him say you good. I heard him say you don't need sex no more, girl. In marriage, out of marriage, you don't need it. It's okay. You good. I heard him say it. My heart is changed. I ain't no lustful. I used to think, and see, I understand women who feel like they need to be in a relationship to be validated, or in a relationship to be a woman, or in a relationship. Women think, but see, we don't know the real word of God. Women think that it's a part of God's plan that we be married and we be a mother. That's not in the word. God say let every man and every woman have their own wife and their own husband. But God said that if you can go without being in a relationship, that is better. Better than what? It's better than being married. So marriage is not for everybody. And even the people that marriage is for, who's to say that those people might get married and it might not work out, and then after that they don't ever want to try again? That don't mean that they're not. That don't mean. Now let me tell y'all something. When I say I'm not interested in a relationship, I'm not interested in marriage. It's not because I'm scared. It's not because I'm scared. Yes, I would make some man a very good life. And yes, if I got married again, I would hear from God and I would know that that man is from God. And yes, if I wanted to get married again, God would bless me with a husband. God say he will give you the desire heart. Those things that you desire, by all means, trust God for them. But sometimes life happens and we live in sin, walk in sin, and that sin almost destroys us. That sin almost destroys us. And then the only person that was there to pick us up, to lift us up, was Jesus. So then, after God pick us up, lift us up, and breathe life back into us, some of us don't ever want to go back down that road again. I discovered something about myself because this race and this relationship is not about other people, it's about yourself. When you let people hurt you and use you and walk over you, that was about you. You allowed it. You weren't where God needed you to be. You weren't being obedient to God. And that's why all that stuff transpired. But after God delivered me, healed me, and put me back together again, I realized something that I didn't realize before. I realized that a relationship don't make me. You know, people say, "Oh, you a good woman." The first thing people say, "Oh, you a good woman. You need a man." I remember I was at my friend's house when her son graduated from high school. I cooked. While everybody was at the graduation, I cooked. And her cousin had just got married, and all her family was there eating. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, this potato salad good. Oh, I ain't never tasted no corn this buttery before." And everything that I had cooked, everybody kept saying, "Oh, this good. Oh, this good." So the cousin said, finally said, she had her plate. She said, "Oh, this potato salad good. Who cooked the potato salad?" My friend said, "Vanessa." She said, "Oh, this corn is good. This I ain't never tasted no corn this buttery before. Who cooked the corn?" She said, "Vanessa." Something else I had cooked. I had cooked like 3, 4 things. So everything on the plate, the girl, I think I had made a cucumber salad. She was like, "The cucumber." She's like, "Who made this?" And she said, "Vanessa." And so finally, she looking on the plate. Ain't nothing left but the meat. And she say, "Who is Vanessa?" My friend said, "Vanessa, the one in the kitchen. Yes, fixing the food." Oh, she say, "Oh, she's a server too." She say, "Vanessa, you married?" I say, "Nope." "Vanessa, why you ain't married, girl? You could cook." Now, see, that's the first thing. That's where our society have it messed up. Because you a good woman, because you can cook, then they want to make us a slave to somebody. I'm a good woman. I don't need no man in my life to prove that I'm a good woman. He missed out, not me. Okay? So we need to stop that. We even raise our daughters And I know, yes, we want to raise our daughters. Listen, raise your daughter to be holy. Don't raise your daughter to think that because she's a woman, she have to have a husband, she have to have children, she have to have that might not even be in God's plan for her. God might just want her to be a holy godly woman, traveling for him and teaching other women how to be holy. I don't need to be married to be a good woman. I don't need to need a man to be a good woman. If I wanted a man, I could get a man. God will give me one. And I'm talking about a good one. I don't think I will get the mango anymore. The mango kind of tastes like a breakfast juice. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I don't think I'll get the mango again. I don't know. I don't need to be married to acknowledge the type of woman I am. So I finally decided when I gave my life to the Lord, I finally decided that I was going to be single for the rest of my life. I finally decided that I told God I wanted to make it to 20 years of celibacy. I feel like, and I'm not saying, oh, I'm gonna make it to 20 years of celibacy. And once I make it to 20 years of celibacy, I'm not gonna be celibate no more. No. Once I make it to 20 years of celibacy, that's a done deal, baby. I've been celibate for 20 years. Woo! We ain't going back. It's all forward from here. So I feel like if God can strengthen me, because everybody have their strongholds, everybody has their demons, everybody has their addictions. And my sin and my stronghold was relationships and men. Because I was a good woman, as soon as I got out of a relationship, it was somebody in the waiting and looking and lurking and saying, "Oh, I've been seeing you when you was a woman." And as soon as I get out of a relationship, here come, will you be my woman? And I'm right back in another relationship, not even enough time to breathe. And but that was my, I would say, drug of choice with being in relationships. I see some women that love a man so much. They love his dirty draws. And I mean, literally, I used to be like that. I used to be like that. When I was in love, I fell hard. And I loved his dirty draws. And I would clean his feet. He didn't have no dirty draws because, baby, I was cleaning, I was washing, I was cooking, I was manicures, pedicures, facials. Why are you going too fast for me? Why y'all so? So I was good and still is a good all around woman. I say was because I was a good woman to my man. But after God healed me, I said, you know what? Because at one point I love to cook, y'all. I love to cook, always cook. But because I love to cook and I like to cook a lot of food and I'm heavy handed, when I became single and I wasn't in a relationship no more, I wasn't cooking for myself because I was like, I like to cook and I cook too much food. So I wasn't cooking for just me. I'll stop cooking. And then one day, like God spoke to my spirit and let me know that you did this for everybody else. You went above and beyond everybody else in your life. Now you're single. Love yourself the way that you love others. Take care of yourself the way that you took care of others. Do things for yourself that you did for others. Cook for yourself. And that's when I started. Child, I started saying, okay. And that's why on Valentine's Day, I remember my sister was staying with me. She stayed with me for several years. And it was Valentine's Day. And neither one of us was in a relationship. Neither one of us was dating. And she said, sister, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? It's Valentine's Day. My sister called me sister. She would say, sister, sister, sister. She say, sister, what we gonna do? It's Valentine's Day. I said, what you mean? What we gonna do? We ain't got no man. We ain't got no. We ain't gonna get no Valentines. We ain't gonna get no roses. We ain't gonna get. I say, girl, I'm gonna get everything that you waiting on get. She said, what you mean? I'm gonna get some roses. I'm gonna get some chocolate covered strawberries. I'm gonna get a gift, and I'm gonna get me some shampoo. And she said, what is shampoo? I said, girl, get up, come on, let's go to the store. So we go to the store, HEB, HEB. We go to HEB. I go up in there and I find me some roses. I started to buy some flowers yesterday for Mother's Day for myself. But I said to myself, I don't need this. You know, some people want to do things for a status quo or to other people. Like if I want some flowers and I want to spend some flowers, I don't just have to buy no flowers on Mother's Day. When I really want some flowers, I'm gonna get me some. But 15, 20, $30 on some flowers just to say I had some flowers on Mother's Day, girl, I'll go to Goodwill and go buy me 30 pieces of clothes. So 30. I'll go buy me something else that will bring and put a smile on my face. It don't have to be flowers. It don't have to be a card. It don't have to be a steak. Just loving yourself and being good to yourself and not putting yourself in toxic relationships is the best love that you can give yourself. When I took myself out of toxic relationships and I dusted my hands and said, no more, not again. That was the best thing I could have did for myself. Because, I had a lady friend years ago. I had a lady friend. I was single, but she wasn't. But she was in all of these relationships that were bad. And we were friends. And so I'm trying to tell her, girl, you don't need to be in no relationship with nobody while you arguing all the time. You fussing all the time. He hitting you. He threatening you. He cheating on you. You don't need that. And so one day she told me, she said, Vanessa, this was her exact words. And I was like, I'm talking to a brick wall. I'm not going to get through this lady. You know, sometimes you got to listen to people because you're talking and you're trying to talk sense into them. But at some point, you need to listen because they're going to tell you where they mind is, where they heart is. So I'm trying to tell I'm trying to encourage the lady. She can beat up, she can knock the balls out of her head. I'm trying to tell her that's not what God has for her. I'm trying to tell her, you know, maybe you need to step away from this relationship and turn your heart toward God and serve Him and let Him bless you with the man that He has for you. Girl, this woman told me, I'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all. What? That's why I promise to God. That's why men are trifling. That's why men ain't giving you. And then she would ask me because I had a lot of friends at this point. I'm celibate. At this point, I just have men that I'm friends with, that I've never slept with, that I've never had sex with, but they treat me right. Sometimes they'll call me and say, Vanessa, you want to go out to eat? Vanessa, come meet me over here. And they're just friends. So I had introduced her to a couple of my friends, and she was like, Vanessa, your men friends treat you with respect and treat you nice. Maybe it's because I ain't no hoe. Maybe it's because I don't want half a man. That woman told me she'd rather y'all got half a half a man because y'all decided to settle. I'd rather have half a man than no man at all. Girl, I'd rather have no man than half a man. Some of y'all ain't even got half a man. Some of y'all got 1/3 of a man, 1/4 of a man. Because he spread himself so thin because all y'all women willing to settle for half of a man. What is half of a man? That's just the lower half. That's just this. She says she'd rather have half of a man than no man at all. She'd rather have half of a man than no man at all. When you tell that to God, when He tell you you're going to hell, you tell Him, I wanted half of a man, God. I didn't want no whole man. So I didn't. Ooh, he's smoking. Oh, Lord. What's all that smoke coming out of his sauce? You tell God, I want half of a man, God. I don't want him in the church. To meet the men that's in churches that are supposed to be godly, and they ain't nothing but the devil himself. Girl, if that's what church have to offer, no thank you. Now I'm older, I'm grown, I'm wiser. If I was to be in a relationship, I would know what to look for in a relationship in a man. I'm not a dating type person. I don't like to date. I like to be in a relationship. But I know a lot of men ain't gonna want to be in a relationship without sex. And I'm not gonna be in no more relationships having sex outside of marriage. So the best thing for me to do, and then also I realize even if you meet a man, because I've done this before too, even if you meet a man today or tomorrow, and you tell them you're celibate, you're single, and you're living for Jesus, and you're not interested in a sexual relationship, or even if you tell them you're not interested in a relationship, girl, that man gonna say, okay. And next thing you know, he trying to get you to change your mind. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go back and forth. If I tell you I'm single and I want to stay single, let me be the one to come to you and say, are you interested in a relationship? Don't keep trying to push it on me. Like that's one of my pet peeves. Don't try to push something on me. I know means no. I said no. I said no. I said no. How many times you want me? How many ways you want me to say no? No means no means no. I can't stand when I tell somebody no and they just steady trying to force something on you. And that lets you know those people are not of God. I'm not interested in a relationship that's not of God. Even my friendships, I could have a friendship with a male. I could. Males don't know how to be friends with women. So currently, I mean, I have some male friends. I do. Uh, I think I have three male friends. I've never slept with. I've never had sex with. They're just straight up friends. We've never even. Well, one of my male friends, he liked me. He been liking me for years, but he know I don't want him. So, uh, and the other two male friends, they're just male friends. I don't mind having male friends, but every male don't want to be a friend. I thought about starting to date. I don't mind dating. I don't mind going out to dinner, going out to the movies, having a maybe male travel companion, but it be strictly platonic. Men cannot do that. Maybe one day I'll meet a nomad man that travels by himself. And he's already traveling, and he don't mind having a female travel companion. And that don't mean we going together. That don't mean we gonna sleep together. I did have a man contact me years ago and tell me that Vanessa I am a nomad, and that food you be cooking looks so good. I just need to taste it. He say, I will pay you to travel with you. At that moment in time, I didn't feel comfortable meeting a complete stranger. And then, like, when you tell people no and they keep trying to convince you, like I had this woman contact me years ago, and she told me that she wants to do van life, but she's scared and she wants to travel with people. And she told me, she said, I'll pay you. She said, I'll pay for everything. Everywhere we go, I'll pay for everything if you let me travel with you. And I said, no, because I don't want somebody traveling with me. I don't mind somebody traveling with me. That's not the point. I wouldn't mind having a travel companion every now and then, or when I want to, or when they want to. But I don't want, some people have caravans, and everywhere they go, the people go. I don't want nobody traveling with me, especially, I'm gonna put it this way. Like if I know you and I met you and we gel and we get along and we have the same perspectives and same viewpoints in life. Traveling, it's nothing wrong with us traveling together. But when you haven't met somebody before and that person approaches you and say, I'll pay for everything. I need to travel with you and I want to travel with you everywhere you go. What if I want to go somewhere by myself and you've paid me to travel with me everywhere? And then I say, can you stay here? And you like, no, I want to come with you. I might not want you to come with me. And I'm not saying I would feel that way, but what if I did feel that way? I'm just, and then another thing, a lot of people that do van life, I think, well, some people do van life and they only post a video once a week. That's because they're taking you to a new place and they sit and they not, some people do van life and they only post a video once a month because they're not showing you everything. They're not showing you that they didn't go nowhere for 2 weeks. They just sat still. And people do van life for different reasons. Some people have a what's the word I want to use? Some people have an unlimited amount of income where they could just drive here, stay here for a day, go to somewhere else 2 days, and they constantly going and going and going and going, and paying for this and paying for that. I don't travel like that. I don't travel states fast. I don't want to travel like that. Even if I had a lot of money, I would want to stay in one state and see a lot instead of going to another state and state hopping. I would find out everything that's in this state, and I might stay in one state for a month or 2 months, driving to different cities, going to different campgrounds, going to different campsites. But I don't have to travel fast. I don't mind staying on BLM land. I don't mind just setting up camp and just sitting. I don't mind that. I like anything that gives me peace and serenity. And sometimes just watching the sunset, sometimes just cooking and cleaning out my van gives me peace and serenity. And when you have other people that you're responsible, and then another thing, y'all, this is one reason why I don't want to be in a relationship. And that's the same reason why I don't want nobody traveling with me. And I'm not gonna say nobody because there's some exceptions to that rule. But the complete strangers that was contacting me, that's one reason why I don't want a complete stranger traveling with me 24/7. Because I don't want to be responsible for anyone else. I don't want to be responsible for nobody else's happiness. Uh, I don't want somebody telling me, well, Vanessa, we've been here for 2 weeks. I'm ready to go. Bye. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be here. You can stay wherever you want to stay. You can go wherever you want to stay. I want to stay here for 2 weeks. I want to stay here for a month. I don't want to go nowhere. I want to sit still. I'm sorry if that doesn't appeal to you. But that's why van life is different for everybody. Some people live in their vans and they don't go anywhere. They live in the city. They got a job. They're living in their vans to save money. They're living in their vans to stop paying rent. Some people live in their vans. I moved in my van to get out of the hood and get out of the ghetto for a straight bullet kill me. I didn't have no money to travel. I was sleeping in parking lots. I'm still broke. I don't have money to travel and just go here and go there and go here. I'm not trying to sell an extravagant view of van life to people. I hope I appeal to the people that just want to survive. That's just this is what you got to do. I mean, and then it's not even to the people that you got to do this. Because some people may want to do van life. And a lot of people see half the people that do van life, you don't even know about them. You go to Quartzsite and you see all those thousands and millions of vans over there. Those people don't have YouTube channels. Those are the people that's really just living in their van. Those are the people that are on a fixed income. Those are the people that's living off of $700, $800, $900 a month, and they have to sit still and they can't go nowhere all over the place. That's uh that's me. And that's a lot of I'm the average. The people you see just traveling, going. They got it like that. And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with I think I'm gonna stop and get some gas. It's nothing wrong with just being able to travel and go, because that's what you want. And if I had money to just go, I would go, but I would still stay in one state for a while. A state is big. You go from here to there. I would go to every state park in the state. I want to go see every uh landmark and every national forest and just everything to see in that state before I moved on. Like, or as much as I could. It's nothing wrong with traveling fast, and it's nothing wrong with traveling slow. Don't let people make you feel like you have to do van life. I know when you watch these YouTube videos, that's why so many people say, how do you afford to do van life? My question is, how do you afford to do van life? What is your budget? You live within your budget, whatever your budget is, whether you live in a car or whether you live in a van, you can't spend more than what you make. So my budget, my bills come first, which I don't have a lot of bills, y'all. I've created some bills for myself, uh, charging things on credit cards for the van. So I've created those bills. But before that, all I had was insurance, phone bill, Planet Fitness, car insurance, phone, Planet Fitness, and I had my triple A. And I think that was all the bills I had. Four bills. And that's kind of still all I have. I got my credit cards and a couple of other things, but As long as my bills get paid, which is a couple of months, it's been kind of close. As long as my bills get paid, I'm gonna do the same thing you would do in home life if you was broke. I'm gonna sit down and I ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna move when I have to. That's the same thing you do. You in home life, if you broke, you don't go nowhere. You don't go outside. You don't eat out. So when you broke, spending a couple of dollars, every now and then you're gonna treat yourself. So every now and then I treat myself and I go shopping on Goodwill Holiday and say I got $5 or $10 I can spend. I can afford to spend $5 or $10 instead of going out to eat. I'd rather have $5 or $10 to go buy me something for $1 a piece and end up with 10 things. So everybody splurges and treats themselves differently. And my splurges are a good meal every now and then I want to go out to eat. And my splurges are going buy something for myself that I want every now and then. It might not be that much. It might be $20, $30, $40 I have to spend. I can make that $40 go a long way. Like the other day, I was gonna go somewhere, go camping somewhere, and I was gonna have to spend like $100, $200 to go do it. And I said to myself, you could either go spend $100 to do this thing, and yes, it's gonna be fun to do that, but after you do it, it's over with. Or you could go spend $100 or $50 on something you want for your baby. And even yesterday was Mother's Day. I said, okay, Vanessa, you can go take yourself out to eat, splurge on a meal, or you could go to the store and buy something and buy the stuff you need that'll last you for a week. I am a very practical person. Even when I do spend money, I'm practical. And when I'm not practical every now and then, it's still practical because I don't do it often. So yeah, I treat myself, but everybody treats themselves differently. Some people treat themselves, get their nails done, get a manicure, get a pedicure, go get their lashes done. Some people treat themselves differently. When I'm broke, we ain't gonna get no manicure and no pedicure and no facial. We gonna do it ourselves. We gonna go buy the stuff that we need so we could afford to do the manicure, the pedicure, and the facial at home. Uh-huh. That's what we gonna do. And ain't no shame in my game, y'all. I don't have a problem with trying to keep up with the Joneses. I don't do things to keep up with other people. I do things to make me happy. So if I like it, it don't matter if nobody else don't like it. You know, it's what it is. And it is what it's gonna be. I'm about to pass. Speaking of good people, I'm trying to decide trying to decide if I want to go back with it. Because it's still good nowadays. It's going on 4 o'clock. But I still find something that could feel. I'm not tired though, y'all. I was tired yesterday. After I ended the live, because I had went to the gym to take a shower, and y'all, I don't have that many bills. But the things that I will not compromise on, that I have to try to make enough money to pay those bills. My Planet Fitness, $21 or $24 a month. That's a non-negotiable every month. That bill comes out of my account. Non-negotiable insurance, car insurance is a non-negotiable. Oh, my mail services. I always forget them. I have mail services for my mail. And no matter where I move to, what state I find myself staying in for a little while, I will always have a mail service. Uh, so, but I always have to pay for those things. And if I can do that, if I can pay for my basic necessity, it's okay with me to, I'm just trying to survive. If I want to live in my vehicle and I don't want to drive and go places all the time, and I just have enough money just to pay my bills, and I don't have no money for gas, and I don't have no money for campsites. I don't cry over spilled milk. I just make the best of my situation. Because at the end of the day, it don't take no money to serve God. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to serve Lord. I'm just trying to get to heaven. It don't take no money to get to heaven. Because you can't buy yourself, you can't buy your way in. So anyway, y'all, I think I might stop by this Goodwill, but I don't know if I'm gonna take y'all with me. And I'm gonna decide where I'm going to spend the night at tonight. And I will come back live later when I get ready to cook dinner or eat dinner or whatever. I don't know. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Don't forget to leave a comment on the video and let me know you were in the live stream. Don't forget to leave multiple comments on the video after the live stream if you're watching the replay. Let me know if y'all agree. Let me know if you splurge and treat yourself, but you're still practical by doing that. And yeah, sometimes less is more. When I had more, when I had money to do whatever I wanted to do, I wasn't happy. I was miserable. I didn't want to be here anymore. And now I have less. And if I wanted more, I could get it. But I'm happy with having less, but having the freedom to do whatever I want to do. Sometimes when you want more, it requires more from you. That requires your time. I want time to do what I want to do anytime I want to. I don't have pension. I don't have uh social security, disability. I don't have none of that stuff. So whatever I make off of YouTube, whatever people donate to me, cash out me, PayPal me, people keep asking me, do I have Zelle? I don't have Zelle. I don't have whatever else those apps are. I have Cash App, PayPal, or you can send me a card in the mail. And I'm content because God is my provider. At the end of the day, He's my provider, and I trust Him. And I have what I want, and that's the freedom and the time to do whatever I want. And the only other thing that I don't have that I want is some land. And land is going for so cheap in Arizona. If I really wanted some land, I could go get some land tomorrow on the finance. $200,000 a month. I could get some land tomorrow. But I don't really want no land in Arizona. If push comes to shove and I just get the land bug, then I go buy some land in Arizona, child. But for now, who knows? Somebody might die, leave me some land, or somebody might call me and say, Vanessa, I got 5 acres. You want it? I don't be in a rush for nothing because, and I was telling somebody that I know, you don't have patience. Sometimes you need to have patience and not be in a rush because God is working out some things for you. And I'm not in a rush because, I mean, who knows how I'm not gonna rush and get something like the lady say, a half a man is better than no man. I'm not gonna rush and get half a man. I'm not gonna rush and get half a man. So I want some land, and I'm not gonna rush to just get a piece of land anywhere. But it don't be what God has for me. So I'm just gonna wait, and He shall provide all the needs. That's what I say. Over He shall all your needs. So it's not no bitch. I got a bed, and I have to figure out what I want to do with my trade. Because that'll be another video. I'm coming back live later, y'all. I'll talk to y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Bye now.